I think WordKeeper is the way to go. They are on the top of it 24/7. They give very good advices. They understands how to manage the database of this large, which has like so many transactions going on. If you have a big database, complex site, WordKeeper is the way to go. After doing my master's from Cleveland State, I started working for different companies in Chicago. So initially, I worked for a small consulting company. Then I worked for Oracle Corporation, did some projects for them. Then I started working for a company called a small company in Chicago suburbs, which was purchased by HowStuffWorks.com, and then HowStuffWorks was purchased by Discovery Communications. So worked for those company. In 2007, I settled down and I started my own small consulting company. And I worked for different companies, like my clients were Google. I worked for DoubleClick, and I worked for different like Loyola Press and different companies. And then I started working for Studio 41. I had a connection with Studio 41 because before the GM of Studio 41, I was working under him in a different project, and then he asked me to work for Studio 41. I have been working with him since 2014. So we have doing a lot of projects with Studio 41, and it's working on extremely good with them. So Studio 41 is a very it's like a hardware store where you can buy all toilet accessory, toilet stuff like sinks and tubs and other stuff. It is one of the best in this area, and they also have a big factory where they manufacture different types of windows and doors, and it's manufactured right here in Chicago, made in USA, top quality products. Right now we are working at a project with them where I'm also working on them with these like Studio 41, and then also working with them for the Climate Guard windows and doors, and extensively they have like different showrooms in Chicagoland, where you can, if you want to spend like $200,000 on a bathroom, you come to Studio 41. You get top of the line. And we have some customers who have bought huge amount of stuff here. So it's like if you go to like a smaller store, you get like if you go to Home Depot and Menards, you get like a lower quality products. But if you want something state of the art, if you go to a Kohler store, it's also it's also managed by Studio 41. When we decided to have a B2B website for the builders to buy directly from us these type of toilet fixtures and other stuff, like tubs and basins and those type of stuff. So we built a website called studio41tradeconnect.com, and we were because we were building in WordPress, so we went with Kinsta, and initially it was working pretty good. But then we started loading products. We went from like 100,000 products to 200,000 unique products, so 300,000, 400,000, 500,000 products that we sell on our website. And then we started seeing issues. It's like our because of the sheer number of products and a different specification for products, so our database was growing. With every product has different type of stuff associated with it, different attributes. And then when the problem with Kinsta is that they have like a cookie cutter approach. So you go from one cookie to another cookie to the third cookie to fourth cookie. So every time we had an issue, they said, okay, we'll upgrade you. And then they upgrade us. And then again in like 1 month, we again had issues, and we again talked to them. They said, okay, we upgrade you again. And then it was like every time I used to go to my client, we upgrade. And then we started looking for someone who gives us like a whole holistic approach, an approach which is suited to our environment. It's a platform which can work with 1 million products. Because right now we have over 1 million products that we sell on our website. So, and we will go more than that. I think we will go to 500,000 or 2 million. Our goal is going more and more. So then we started investigating someone who has like a specific approach for a specific client, not cookie cutter. they cannot say, okay, they have like not like Insta, we have like 5 cookies, you fit in one of those cookies and that's it. We cannot make a special cookie for it. So then we met WordKeeper, and we met with Lance, and the moment we talked to him, we understood, and also my client, they understood that he is an expert in WordPress. And he will help us out with all the issues. And moment we moved from Kinsta to WordPress, it was very smooth move, no issues at all. And he did some of his magic, that's what I will say, to speed up our process. Our website, which was stalling before, started working nicely. And anytime any issues we have, he used to jump on it and work on it. So one of the issues that we started having is that periodically, like not often, but maybe once in a month or once in 2 months, we get some lockout in our database, which was very unique and it was very difficult to troubleshoot. So we talked with Lance, and he started digging the stuff, and he found out that there's nothing wrong with our code and there's nothing wrong with his system. The problem is with the database engine itself. So he found a bug with the database. Found a bug with MariaDB or MySQL Post, the people who build database. So he has very good contact with those people. So he submitted a bug to them to fix their database. And I think now we are almost there where he got the patch already. And I think we are on that stage that he applied the patch. So if we were working with someone else, it would have been impossible to figure out that this is nothing to do with us, nothing to do with his server environment, nothing to do with our code. The problem with is the product itself, which we are using, the database. So that is one of the things that he helped us a lot, which is greatly appreciated. Any problem that we call him, whether it's a weekend or night or morning, he's always there to help us. So even the client, Studio 41, they are very happy. And as a developer, while I'm working on this, we are working on this project. We are also very, very happy. And I think this will be a long-term relationship with him. So to give you an example of Kinsta, it's that the people working at Kinsta, they do not have that much expertise. So that thing works pretty good for a small company, and they will. Only thing that we were saying is that even the person who was working with me, my coworker, he will say, what will I say to Kinsta? They will always tell me to bump up the, add more memory and move up to a greater, their hosting tier. And that's all. That's all we used to get from them. Nothing that why it is getting this problem and all those type of stuff. But working with him is that he give a detailed explanation. And also he helped us out with sometimes some stuff. He also gives us very good, tricks and tips to do it. Like one of them, which we implemented and working very good for us, is that one of the customer came and he bought a huge quantity of products. It's over 100 product lines, and then he put it in his cart, and then he processed it. And because it was such a huge project, shopping cart, it took forever to do it, and the customer experience was not good. So Lance recommended to us is that when you have a huge shopping cart, why don't you put it in a queue? You process it immediately, you give a thank you page to a customer, and then behind the scene you process everything that you have to do with this huge product, huge shopping cart. And we implemented that, and now we have we are not having any of those problems. So these are also, he gives us some tricks sometimes which we learn from him and we implement it. And Lance has already told me that that is like and it's acceptable. Like in the weekends they have a little bit of bare bone, and in the weekdays he's always. But in the weekend also I've asked him, and I've specifically mentioned that this is not serious because sometimes I don't want to send him something, and because he jumps on it immediately, and I don't want him to do something on a weekend when it is not urgent. So whenever I have some questions, I ask him in the weekend, because I will forget about it. So I ask him and I mention that this is not urgent, because I know that if I don't say it, he will jump on it. He's always very proactive and helps us a lot. If you have a very complex website with lots of very large files, like millions of product, I think WordKeeper is the way to go. They are on the top of it 24/7. They give very good advices, and they also gives you, they understands how to manage the database of this large, which has like so many transactions going on, how to manage product, how to help you in your page load stuff. If you have a big database, complex site, WordKeeper is the way to go.